Watch Game Kings, The Definition of Game, documentary by joining the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com right now and be one of the first people to watch this movie. Official release date, Black Friday, November 27th, 2020. Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I want to give you guys some advanced game. You feel what I'm saying? So in this video, I'm going to talk about how there are only two ways to date women. Only two ways. There's only two ways to be with a chick, right? And what I want to talk to you guys about is that these two ways, either way you pick, because you can only pick one way at a time. You understand? You either doing this way or that way, right? You could switch it up at some point and try to do the other way, but there's only two ways and you got to choose one, right? And what I want you guys to understand is that no matter which way you choose, the woman is going to be frustrated and unsatisfied. You understand? Some of them are just gonna not be happy in these situations. You understand? And what's interesting about this is that this what I'm about to tell you shows you why a lot of women actually never are happy in relationships or find any type of happy relationship to be in. You understand? And they're left bitter, frustrated, and unsatisfied based off of these two ways. Now, again, you cannot escape these two ways, right? Now, I'm getting to these two ways and I'm going to break down why, the woman is going to be frustrated and unsatisfied, and just let you know that this is how the game is going to go. But there's one major point that I want to make, in this video, but I will talk about that later as it pertains to what I'm going to talk about now, right? So let's just jump right into this. So the first way to date women is where it is just you and her, just you and her. So, this is your typical monogamous situation, right? You're just with that one girl. You could be the girl. This could be your girlfriend, your wife. It could just be a girl that you're even just hooking up with, but you might just be hooking up with her, right? But she knows that you are only with her. You understand? So this is a situation where she knows that, she's the only woman that you're dealing with, right? Now, at first, she's gonna like this. She's gonna be like, yes, I like this. I like this guy. I'm starting to get feelings for him. I'm falling in love with this guy. Everything's all good. It's all peaches and cream and all that other shit, right? But then what happens is that she realizes that you're only dealing with her. So because you're only dealing with her, you become real familiar, right? Things start to get a little routine. She starts to get a little bored. She starts to take you for granted a little bit because, you're there, right? You're not going nowhere, right? And you might be a good dude. You might be on point. You might be a guy who got shit going on, but you're just there. You understand? All the time. And so she gets used to you. Now, what happens is that when she gets to that stage where she's used to you, right? This is where the frustration comes in, and then in a lot of cases, disrespect, right? So what happens is that she starts to disrespect you and be frustrated with you and be unsatisfied because she's bored. The whole situation is just like routine. It's too familiar. And she's just kind of gets frustrated at that, even though this is something that she claimed she wanted. Because, a lot of women will say this. They're like, oh, I want to find the right guy and be with and have my special person and my soulmate and all that other shit. And then they get this guy who's on point. He's doing his thing, right? Because I'm not even talking about the guys who's on some fuck shit. I'm talking about, let's say you have a guy who's actually a good dude, who actually is a good boyfriend. He's on point. He's doing what he got to do. But she's going to, at some point, get frustrated and be unsatisfied because he's always around. She's the only woman that he's with. And see, what happens is that part of what makes her sort of lose attraction for this guy is the fact that he's only with her. See, I did a video, probably it was like a few days or probably a week ago, where I talked about how when you're dating multiple women, that'll keep a woman on her toes. You understand? That will sort of make you more attractive in her eyes. Right? But so what happens is, because you are just with her, part of that energy is not there. That attractive energy that you would have exuded if you were dealing with multiple women. Right? Now, see, that's the first way you can date women. Now let's move on to the second way you can date women. And it's basically you dating more than one woman at a time. You dating multiple women. But hold on, remember I said both of these ways is going to leave women frustrated and unsatisfied. But see, earlier I said, the woman, when she knows that a guy is dealing with multiple women, he has that little edge that gives him that attractive, feeling when a chick is dealing with him. Right? So she's attracted to him because he is, the type of guy who has multiple women, which means other women want him, which means that he's that attractive dude. But at the same time, what will happen is she's going to get frustrated and feel unsatisfied because at some point she's going to feel jealous. She's going to feel a little bit insecure. So that feeling, that's going to leave her frustrated and unsatisfied. Right? So even though there's that side where she's attracted to him and he's exciting and all that other stuff, knowing that he has multiple women is going to leave her frustrated, and that frustrated, unsatisfied energy, the guy is going to have to deal with. You understand? He's going to have to deal with her sort of feeling all funny and, it's just, he got to deal with that type of energy. So either way you go, whether you're dating one woman or you're dating multiple women, the women are not going to be satisfied. Right? And see, this is the crazy part about it, because see, if you're dating that one woman at a time, right? This is you and that girl, right? You would think that this will be something she wants because this is what women will say. But then she gets frustrated and unsatisfied because it becomes too familiar and all that other stuff. And then you say, you know what? Well, fuck that. Let me go date these multiple women. And then, she's like attracted to you because of that. But then at the same time, she's feeling a certain type of way and giving you that insecure, negative sort of energy when it comes to that situation. So you're like, okay, so then what do you do? Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? And see, this brings me to the main, most important point of this whole thing. The thing you have to understand is that you can never, no matter what you're doing in these relationships, you can't make a woman happy. Right? See, I don't want to necessarily say that she's going to be unhappy. I could say again, like she's, let's just say, because there's times when the chick will be happy if she's in a good relationship either way. But I'd say she'll just be more unsatisfied. You can't satisfy her. You understand? There's nothing you can do to make her feel content. Right? Because certain guys, they feel like they have the, guys, we have this thing in us where we want the girl to be happy. We want her to feel good about the situation all the time. And it's like there's nothing you can do. Now, the reason why this is a good point and this is very important is because this shows you that no matter what, you need to do you. You need to do you. Because no matter what you do, she's not going to be satisfied. See, if you're the type of guy who wants to be with one woman, understand what comes with that. Understand that that frustrated, unsatisfied energy is coming. And understand you're going to have to deal with that. If you're the guy that's going to be dealing with multiple women, and that's what you want to do, understand that that frustrated, unsatisfied energy is coming. And you're going to have to deal with that. And see, this is, one of the main things that make it to where women aren't happy in their situations. Because you always hear women, I can't find a good man, I'm single, this and that, yada, yada, yada. It's because women are unable to, in general, unable to be aware of what's actually going on. So it's like they're going in a circle, because what's going to happen is this, right? She gets with the guy who is only with her, and then part of her is not that attracted to him because he's just with her. Then she sees the guy with the multiple women and she's extremely attracted to him. But then she wants to be attracted to that guy, or she wants that level of attraction with that guy who has multiple women, but then she's going to want him to only be with her. So then she's going to try to turn him into the guy who's only with her. And then she's going to be frustrated that he's only with her. Then she's going to run back to the fucking guy who's more attractive, who's with the multiple women. And then she's going to try to turn him into the guy that's only with her. And then she's going to be like, I'm tired of this guy because he's only with me. I'm fucking frustrated because, I'm not that attracted to him. And she goes in this goddamn circle. See, a lot of this is subconscious too, because if you tell this to women on the surface, I'm like, come on, that's bullshit. I only want a guy with me, and I'm gonna be happy with that guy, and yada yada yada. No, listen. Women generally are the ones who file for divorce. You understand what I'm saying? And it's because usually, if they're in a monogamous marriage, they're with that one guy who's only with them. They get bored, they get tired, it gets routine, and they want to leave. You understand? They want to go. And so understand that no matter which way you go, it's still going to be her being unsatisfied. There's no different way to get out of this. You understand? I know some dudes are going to be like, oh, well, that's why I'm MGTOW. MGTOW's the way, and I'm a MGTOW monk. No. If you're actually dealing with women, there are only two ways to date them. There's only two ways to be with them. These are the two ways. Either it's going to be just you and her, or it's going to be you, her, and multiple other women. See, now, the only way that women will actually be happy and content in any of these situations is they have to realize when they have a good thing. You understand? So what will need to happen is that the woman, even though she's with that one guy, right? She has to recognize and say, you know what? Yeah, it kind of gets boring sometimes. Yeah, I'm tired of fucking this guy. Yeah, it's kind of routine, but he is a good motherfucking dude. And she has to be able to accept that. You understand? Now, if she's dealing with the guy who is dealing with multiple women, and let's say, again, she's like his girlfriend, his wife, his main girl or girls or whatever, right? She has to be like, you know what? Yeah, my guy from time to time, he messes with girls here and there, but listen, he could have damn near any girl out here, and he's choosing to consistently be with me, and he cares about me, he loves me. So, you know what? I got a good motherfucker, and she needs to recognize that and accept that situation. That's the only way she's going to be happy. That's the only way she's not going to be frustrated. But unfortunately, most women can't see that. So they're just going to be running on this hamster wheel of, getting tired of the guy they're with when he's only with her. Then running to that sexually attractive alpha male who, of course, has multiple women. Right? And then if she succeeds at changing him into, a guy who is only with her, she's going to get tired of him. Or if she stays with him while he does have multiple women and she doesn't accept that fact, she's going to be frustrated and unsatisfied when he's, hooking up with other girls. You see what I'm saying? But again, at the end of the day, when you know this, when you know that these women aren't going to be satisfied, you just got to do you. You just got to do you. You understand? You got to do you. Because, in a lot of cases when you deal with women, right? And especially if you're dealing with women on a consistent basis, and let's say you've been dealing with any particular women or, a number of different women for a while, right? There's going to be times where they're going to express their unsatisfaction with a lot of different things, right? And you as a man, you have to understand that this is how it's going to go. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to indulge in their frustration and try to fix it and try to, do something to make them feel happy and all this other stuff. Now, again, it's one thing if you're actively doing something wrong to make the woman frustrated and unsatisfied and unhappy. Like if you're the type of guy who, let's say you're in a monogamous relationship, you have a girlfriend and y'all, are only supposed to be with each other, and you keep cheating on her and shit, and then she's unhappy and unsatisfied because of that, then that's because you're doing something. You're actually doing something. You understand what I'm saying? Wrong. But if you're just chilling, doing your thing, being on point, and then she starts to feel a certain type of way, it's because, that feeling is happening based off of the situation just being how it's being, and just how women generally tend to start acting. You understand? If you tell a chick, hey, listen, I want to be with you, but I'm gonna still do my thing here and there, and then she starts feeling all funny and insecure and a little jealous or whatever, it just is what it is. It's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. You understand what I'm saying? And then, no matter which way you go, it's still gonna be an issue. Right? Because you could say, damn, let's say you say to yourself, you know what? I'm tired of fucking all these girls. I'm gonna just be with her. And then you'd be like, oh, maybe, it should be a good thing. If I'm just with her, then she won't have to complain about me being with all these women. Then you just be with her. Then she gonna complain about you just being with her. And then she gonna be looking towards some other dude who with a bunch of other women. Listen, this is how it goes, guys. This is how it goes. You understand? And you just need to be aware that this is how it goes, so that when you're in these situations, you understand what you're going to be dealing with. You understand? So understand, there's only two ways to date women. Either you're only dating her, or you're dating her and other women. And you got to make that choice. Choose wisely. Click the link below and get your bad boy gear. Get the t-shirts, Submissive Women Are Sexy, Binary as Fuck, and I'm God to These Hoes. Click the link below to get your bad boy gear today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.